Prices for beef are on the rise in the United States. Between January and August of this year, the price per pound rose by more than $1. President Trump's proposal to lower the cost is to import more beef from Argentina, a move that cattle ranchers and advocates call misguided. Our Dylan McKim spoke with the state's Agriculture Commissioner, who has his own ideas on how to help Texas cattle ranchers.
A little bit of a disagreement on how to lower the beef prices.
Sid Miller, the Agriculture Commissioner of the largest beef-producing state in the country, is not seeing eye to eye with the president and his suggestion to import more beef from Argentina to lower costs for consumers. Miller says more focus needs to be on growing the supply of cattle in America, which is at its lowest in 75 years.
We just don't have beef to sell. That's the problem.
We need to reshore a lot of our industries in this country, and cattle production and beef production is one of them.
The Independent Cattlemen's Association of Texas does not support any increase in foreign beef to the American market. In fact, its director says he believes the beef is at a good value as ranchers deal with higher input costs.
He's not making hand over fist. He's paying off debt.
Miller released his own 5-step proposal to help Texas beef producers. One idea is to safely resume imports of cattle from Mexico, which has been paused because of the New World screwworm, a parasite that could wreak havoc on the cattle industry. That idea is not supported by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, but Miller also calls for some type of tax credit to incentivize ranchers to hold on to female cows.
That would encourage them. They would start keeping heifers immediately, and that rebuilds our herd.
At Lubbock Feeders, a West Texas feed yard, their cattle pens are half full. Manager Kyle Williams said supporting any plan to grow the cattle population will help beef prices in the long run.
You give an American an incentive, we're going to figure out how to make it happen. There's no doubt in my mind that we will.
In Austin, I'm Dylan McKim.
And earlier this week, the U.S. Department of Agriculture released its plan to help cattle ranchers, and part of the plan is increasing access to grazing on federal lands. Going in depth, Texas ranks among the top states for beef exports, selling off $1.3 billion worth of beef in 2023. Texas is also the highest inventory of cattle and calves in the U.S., with 12.2 million head at the start of this year. That's according to the Department of Agriculture. Now, this comes as a new report shows inflation has risen over the past month. According to new data released by the U.S. Labor Department, consumer prices went up 3% in September compared to last year. That's also up 2.9% from August. The report also showed gas prices climbed 4.1% in September, and the price of groceries jumped 2.7% higher than this time last year. The report also has implications for the Federal Reserve, which is tasked with balancing inflation and employment through interest rates. The Fed will meet next week, and they are widely expected to once again lower their key benchmark rate.